When you're camping off grid and you need to get water back to your trailer, there's all sorts of things you can use. There's the obvious ones like big water jugs or water bladders, but today we're going to talk about some tiny tools you can use to help make that transfer easier. First up, the water Bandit. If you've ever been somewhere and they don't have a threaded connection to attach your hose to, this is a great way to jam it on that spigot and be able to connect your hose and fill up your water bladder or your jugs or whatever. It's nice, it's got some ribs on the inside, so when you push something into it, it holds it tight. So this is good in case there's a lot of water pressure so it doesn't shoot off. Next up is a combination of two things, a non-kink hose protector and a shutoff valve. So what I do is I combine these together, and then when I'm filling up my water bladder or my water jugs and I have a long hose, this lets me shut off the flow of water without having to run all the way back to the source. It lets me save water so it's not splashing all over the ground, it doesn't make a huge mess. I use this thing all the time and it really helps keep things nice and clean. This is a water key. Maybe you've been to a gas station or a commercial building and you've seen a water connection on the side of the building, but there's no handle to actually turn the water on. Well, this will let you do that. It's got 4 different sizes that you attach into it and then you use it to turn the water on. Now, we're not advocating that you go up to a commercial building and you just steal their water, but we have been in situations where we've been to a gas station and we've asked and they said, oh, it's fine, but there's no knob, and in that case, we could use this. So it's more of an emergency thing or if you explicitly get permission kind of thing, but it's a good tool to have in your arsenal. I know that this isn't very exciting, but these little water gaskets are actually pretty important. They go inside pretty much any hose or connection you've got. And so you probably are using 3 to 4 of these between all the connections you've got going to fill up a water bladder or jug. And so chances are one of these will fall out or they'll break, they'll stretch out, and you want to have extras on hand. So go ahead and just get yourself a pack of like 6 or 10. They're super cheap. And you don't want to have to run to the hardware store in the middle of filling up your fresh tank. And finally, the drill pump. This lets us transfer water from our water bladder into our fresh tank in the RV super fast. Basically, I've got a coupler attached on this end and I'll run a hose to this and then to the bladder, and then a flexible hose protector on the other end that lets me put it into the opening for the fresh tank on the RV. And then add drill. So you put that on there, connect it, and you just use the power of the drill to pump that water through. It does it super fast. It's only like 12 bucks. Like, just go ahead and get one. Just keep it in your box of water stuff. Trust me, you'll be glad you did. We hope you enjoyed these tiny water tools. If you have your own tools you use for transporting water, leave us a comment.